Well, this smiling young man over here in the sharp shirt is our good friend Patrick, and we've had some fun times while we've been here, and I want to thank him right off the top. He stayed extra special time to be here, to be with me and Mama Cassandra, and to wait for this video. So thank you very much, Patrick. We appreciate your taking time away from your family, because I know you want to get back to your family, and you're going to actually miss Christmas with them. We're going to get you back the day after. So thank you very much for your indulgence there. So to get started, let's let you introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm Chaze Patrick. I go to Lower High School. I'm 19 years old, and I'm in Form 3.
So you're going to go into Form 4?
Yes.
Okay. Now, ever since I met you,
Yes.
4 years ago,
Yeah.
you've been interested in plumbing. And in fact, when we had our very first interview, I didn't quite understand the word you said. You said you wanted to be a plumber.
Yeah.
And I said, parumber, what's a parumber? And you had to explain to me what a parumber was. Okay, you remember that? All right.
Yes.
So you're now at a point in your schooling career that some decisions need to be made.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that. You've been studying some various subjects in school, and as I said, you've never wavered. You've always said, I want to be a plumber, I want to be a plumber, I want to be a plumber. But now it seems like you've got some question marks about that,
Yeah.
and I want to talk about that. But before we do that, tell me, why do you like plumbing? How did you get that interest in the first place?
Plumbing. I love the plumbing because I was in primary. Then my teacher explained more about plumbing, and so I gained interest in plumbing. He told me that if you study plumbing, you can get some money. So such stuff. So I got interested in plumbing.
Okay, but didn't you say you have a friend whose father is in the borehole business?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I have a friend at school. I do study with him. He told me he also want to be a plumber, like his dad. His dad deals specifically in boreholes. He doesn't go in plumbing, in-house plumbing, and other stuffs. He's just specified in what? Boreholes. He told me, my friend told me about that. Then I gained more interest, but as I went on asking, like getting some information from my friends, my other people, some encouraged me to stay in plumbing, some are telling me to go in mechanics. So I was stuck, but what Papa Scott has told me, he has explained more about Uganda situation. So at least let him talk about that in a few minutes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be brief.
Yeah.
But I told Patrick that I believe, frankly, from the standpoint of an American, rural Uganda, not urban, but rural Uganda, is kind of like America over 100 years ago. There is no indoor plumbing. We use outhouses, and they make hot water in a kettle over a fire, and the kitchens are a place to chop up chickens, but that's all you do in there.
Yeah.
All right? So as time goes on, and Uganda gets a little more prosperous, and people move to the big city, so people like Rona and Edwin, they have indoor plumbing.
Yeah.
Remember Barbara? Do you remember Barbara?
Yes.
She lives in a flat that has wonderful plumbing. All right?
Yeah.
When we went to remember the restaurant we went to at the Nile Porch?
Yeah.
They have indoor plumbing, right?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay. So I think that there's going to be quite a demand for plumbers in the future.
Yeah.
And it's always good to have a skill that requires a certificate or a permit or whatever you want. So if the alternative is to be an automobile mechanic, frankly, most of the automobile mechanics are not with a certificate. Seems like everybody on the street corner can fix a car because they have to. So it seems to me that having a career that requires a certificate is a more sure future. It's going to be a better playing future. Plus, you like it. You want to do something you like. But there's even another reason, and that is Papa Stan is working on a project that will involve boreholes with a machine that's going to come from the United States. And of course, that's all about water. It's bringing up water out of the ground, it's putting in pipes, it's putting in cisterns. So whether it is borehole and water pumps, or whether it is indoor plumbing, or even municipal projects with huge water pipes, I think there's a good market. And so the letter that Jan sent, which is talking about engineering, that's a totally different world. That's the world of the college graduate. It's what Alan is doing. Alan is learning to be a civil engineer. And I think Patrick is more comfortable in a world like Joshua, who's doing carpentry. And if he could ever get a certificate, Brian, in electricity, but Brian's never gotten his certificate. He may have gotten a certificate, but he doesn't have his permit. And so there's much work for electricians because everything is going now to the grid power. And every house wants a connection, but the power company says, no, you can't do a connection without having a license, because otherwise they don't know that what you're doing, and you can kill somebody with electricity. At least you don't kill somebody with plumbing. So there's some examples around of people who are working towards a skilled position. And I think skilled labor is going to be a good ticket for the future. So that's my response. Jan's just trying to help as much as she can. And of course, if it was really a question of going to doing mechanical engineering at a university, that would be quite a different thing. But I think that's not what we're talking about here.
Okay, Papa.
Is that all right?
So, yeah. That's
okay, but again,
so,
don't take my word. Talk to Rona. Talk to Daddy. Okay, all right. Now, last night you talked to Mama Jan.
Yeah.
All right, and we talked about the clothing she sent, and you looked very smart. You looked very smart, but there's going to have to be some alterations done.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I think the message is in the future we should be helping you get clothing in Uganda instead of trying to match you with American body shapes. But let's talk about this week a little bit. We had a lot of fun last Thursday. We went to Jinja and did a couple of things. What was that?
We went to Jinja. We really enjoyed as boys. It was a boys' tour. We went to Nairo Port. First, we first went to what? Motor vehicle what? Driving. Riding. We enjoyed.
Now, what's funny about riding a quad bike?
It was fun because some of us, we didn't know what to do. Some were knocking others. Mm-hmm. Some were going off track. Mm-hmm. They were going, instead of following the road, they were going by the road. So we had fun. Then we finished that.
Now let's talk about that though. Now I asked people what was the most fun part, and some people said they liked cornering.
Yeah.
You like cornering?
Yeah.
How about going up a hill?
Going up the hill.
Going up the hill?
Going up the hill, it was also fun, but in corners, it was more.
Okay.
Because we were bending like this. We really enjoyed.
Well, what I like to do is I like to go fast.
Yeah.
Did you go fast?
We wanted to go fast, but the man who was leading us, he didn't want us to go fast because we may get some problems.
Right.
Yeah.
But you could go a little bit fast, couldn't you?
For sure.
Yeah.
We can.
No.
We can't go fast, but that machine, as you know, it's a machine.
Yeah.
It is controlled.
Yeah.
It can go you can do what?
Yeah.
You can go off track.
Oh, yes.
Then you get
I think the
damages.
difference is what's fast for me
Yeah.
as an old guy
Yeah.
is not fast for you as a young guy.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference here. Okay, so we had fun with the quad bikes, and then what do we do?
Then we went to Nairo Patch.
Right.
Nairo Potch,
Yeah.
is it? Yeah. We went for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
We really enjoyed. At first, my friends got what to eat. Indeed, the waiters, Papa Scott and Mama Cassandra, who ordered for the what? For the lunch,
Right.
they didn't know that I do not eat what? Meat.
Now,
But-
just to interject,
Yeah.
we did not know
Yeah.
that Patrick has a problem eating beef.
Yeah.
So when we said, does everybody like hamburgers, we sort of assumed that everybody liked hamburgers. And so we ordered 20 hamburgers.
Yeah.
And they came, and that's when we learned that Patrick has a problem with beef.
Yeah.
So what did we do then?
Then I stayed there for like for 5 minutes. Then I waited. We told the waiter. They brought is it? Yeah, they brought chicken.
Chicken, right.
Yeah, where I enjoyed.
I will say the chicken looked pretty good. I was ready to have a bite of it myself.
Yeah,
Okay, so that was a fun day. That was a fun day.
yeah,
right?
it was fun. We really enjoyed.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mama Jan gave you the clothing
Yeah.
that we're going to have altered, but she's also given you some other money
Yeah,
to buy some more clothes, and we'll talk to Mama Rona, excuse me, Auntie Rona,
Yeah.
about how to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
But we want to thank your sponsors who have been sponsoring you from Texas, right? Is they're from Texas? Yes, and they've been supporting you all along.
yeah,
Correct? So we want to give a real heartfelt thanks to that. What's the name of the family?
Brand and Tandy family.
Okay.
Yeah,
So let's start off by having you give a really big warm thank you for everything they've done for you. Okay?
yeah. My father and mother, Brandy and Tandy family, I do appreciate for your work done. Thank you very much for paying for my fees. For whatever you have done in my life, Joseph is home. Thank you very much. Let God reward you abundantly. I love you so much.
Okay, great. So you can say Merry Christmas to Mama Jan and your other family.
Yeah, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year 2018. That let God reward you abundantly. Let God bless the work of your hands. I love you so much.
Okay, want to wave goodbye? Okay.